It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Bucs and the Chargers, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we move on to week 2 of the preseason, and we've got a compelling matchup here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the LA Chargers. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Looking to throw on second down. Buckner. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On is the Chargers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He'll take it at the 42. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So the Bucs now in great shape to begin their initial possession. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Zone touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bucs put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3-and-out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3-and-out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second down, Roberson. And he powers his way up past the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Looking to throw. Buckner. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Franklin. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, Buckner. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now a handoff up the middle. Roberson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
To throw on 3rd down, Buckner. Under pressure, and down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Now that's how you start a drive. Not only do you pick up a first down, you do it on a chunk play. Big yardage, and now you put a little bit of a dent in the confidence of the defense.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Up the middle they go. Parker. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
He's got it. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Off the option, that's complete. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Great play there. Taking it in. And the Bucs lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Buckner. For Marshall, that's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Buckner. And now another one thrown incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Roberson. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Buckner. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they'd left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Touchdown! A great effort there. 27 yards.
And the Chargers have got it back to within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. That is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 7 yards there and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think that's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd and 11. And that's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. That is caught and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe.
And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Buccaneers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
The Charger defensive unit making their way back out there. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes. but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Buckner. He finds his man. Complete. That's Marsh.
Through the middle of the field. Inside the 10.
Touchdown, LA! A big play there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
On 1st down, it's Parker.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
That one complete to Parker. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So the call there, roughing the passer.
Well, the preseason's time for working out the kinks, but sometimes you've got some defenders who are too eager to impress, trying to make this team. And that time we saw one take a shot at the quarterback way too late.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 12-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. Buckner. His throw incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to have a Bucs first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, Waters.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Waters. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And this one is right through.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Now after the made field goal, Walsh back out to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second and a couple.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on first down, Buckner. He finds his man, complete. It's Franklin. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another big hitter there, this one good for 18. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Stay tough, boys. Stay tough. Keep it up.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will close the gap down to 14. So 3 points just before the break. That helps, but still some work to do in quarters 3 and 4.
I just wonder how much of their time is going to be spent at the half analyzing what went wrong to allow them to get into this type of a deficit. Sure, that helps a little bit, but they need bigger help in the second half if they want to win this one.
And he'll be out. Just past the 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
He's airing it out for Williams.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
So we have come to halftime. And
a look around the NFL, we'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
Welcome back, halftime. ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And he returns this to the 22. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
This 2nd and 4. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Waters. He's got his man on the crossing route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. On 1st and 10, Waters. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Waters. That is incomplete. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. On 2nd down now. Roberson. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's got a full head of steam on his horse. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. 96 yards. And the Chargers are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Washington now brings this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Well, time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They go play action here on 1st down. Throw left side taken in by Washington. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Tucker. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half two.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one as he just did there.
Now 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Waters. Throw out wide is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Waters. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. But Matt Eberflus clearly in disagreement with that last call. And he's
after review of the play, ruling on the field.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On first down, Waters on the slant. He finds Washington. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one ball. Throw things off the rails.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 146 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Right back to him on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
On second down, Roberson. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Here's the option. It gets through and now an opening. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A good chunk on the ground, and the keeper 17 yards, first down. Looking to throw. Nugent. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Roberson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. 3rd and 9 here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him backward and 4. And the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Tucker, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. 3 quarters in the books. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 61 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slow them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Buccaneers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Got it. Ready? Come to work. It's your game to win. Keep it moving.
They'll start out here with the option left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Roberson. He'll get this up to about the 44.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Nugent. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Got a man that's caught at the 6. It all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 52 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset?
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown! A big play there. 56 yards.
And the Bucs have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to... more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there, with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Buccaneers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Now the LA offense ready for this next possession.
What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door, and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
Yeah, we'll see if they go back to base. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Nugent. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite